So welcome back, Twitch chat and YouTube, to Honkai Star Rail. We're here in hopes to get the answer of why the frick Finon attacked Mighty. That's kind of my big one. Because like I said, I was kind of curious if the merging of the Core Flame, there we go, Core Flame was going to be too much for Finon, and he would come out kind of like a little crazed or influenced by the craziness of Nikador. Instead, we get he had failed Nikador's challenge and was just chilling as a soul in the battleground? I don't know. So, who knows what happened? But I'm curious as to why he did attack Mighty. I really am. And again, I think Finon's sword or weapon is also a staff, which we did learn that only a staff can kill the royalty of Kremnos. Pretty sure this is what I got from the story. Man, you know, I'm trying my best. I really am. I have a lot of stories going on through my head right now. Oh yeah, we left off, right? No, we talked to Don Hung, and then I think it was going to bed is what I left off on, technically. But I did forget to try out Tribby! Yoon Lee was actually on a banner the very first time that I started playing Honkai Star Rail, so I do know about Yoon Lee. And I pretty much know about the other people that are in the banners, so not a big deal to have to try them out. So we'll just see what Tribby's about, which is funny. After I figured out that I forgot that to do Tribby, I could have at least done the other ones real quick off stream. Alright, after activating the zone, all attacks against enemies deal additional damage. The more enemies this character strikes, the greater the additional damage this character deals. This character can launch follow-up attacks against all enemies. Oh, we love follow-up characters. You didn't tell me about her thing, though. If you're happy and you know it. When entering battle, obtains numinosity. Whoa. What the fuck is numinosity? Cool, I'm not seeing any information about that. Alright, whatever. I guess we'll see if it tells me here. Probably not. 100 rockets. Deals minor quantum damage to one enemy and adjacent targets. Where'd the gifts go? Gains numinosity, still don't know what that is, during which all ally targets have their all-type resistance pen increased. Then there's the Guess Who Lives Here. Activates a zone and deals minor quantum damage to all enemies while the zone lasts. Yeah, that's her thing. Okay. No explanation about numinosity. Love it.
It's colliding the west wind. Away we go!
Open sesame.
Oh dear. Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours! Go, go, go!
Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
What are you looking at?
Yeah.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
I'm trying to think of, like, when it does do the follow-up attack. Just says it can follow up against everybody. Oh, numinosity is the gaining all-type resist pen. Okay, got it. That's what that is. That's just rude.
Hiding the west wind. Away we go! Honored to meet me.
Well, you
I
may
don't
be
have time for games.
dying here soon.
Open sesame. Curiosity. Endless.
Oh, never mind, not you. It's the other
Nothing but
Herta
a
that may
boy.
be dying soon. Woo-hoo. So she must only do it
How's this taste?
after...
Impressive.
Like my friend?
This is worth learning.
Indulge yourselves!
After an alt. Okay.
It ain't over.
Never seen perfection before? Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
Well, I'm glad we still survived it.
Lighting the west wind. Away we go!
Do you know who I...
This big diamond! It's all yours! Go, go, go!
Helpless as ever.
Not bad, but again, not really a character that caught my
Endless
attention.
riddles. Nothing but a void.
I don't know, in general, when it comes to the very... I don't know. Yeah, it just didn't catch my attention. I'm working on it, don't worry. Okay, so we tried her out. I mean, it's great that they're helping out as much with getting damage across the board and hitting all allies, but... Not really for me. And then I don't think there's much new to the Divergent universe
Hustle
here.
and bustle of the world.
To me, it just
no
seems
charm.
like it's gonna be just listening to these guys talk, and then the Divergent universe is gonna be normal. As expected, even with the support of the Divergent universe, trying to construct a model of Amphorius from these mere scraps of Memoria is still a bit of a stretch. Making something from nothing has always been Mythos' hallmark. On the journey of erudition, every conclusion instead must be grounded in evidence. A sealed world reflected in the garden's mirror, my concern for the state of the two nameless has just increased by another 12%. What kind of wonder could possibly cover up 3 paths in such a waterproof way? I've got to thoroughly interrogate those two when I get them out of there. Oh, so it's a connection to what's happening in Amphorius. Oh. You snap back to reality. This is the Grove of Epiphany. Even though it's not your first time here, the scenery before you still manages to leave you speechless in awe. I think it just bumped me right back into the story because I hadn't finished it, and that was technically something that I should be doing after. Kind of like how when you completed the first part of the Amphorius thing, that's when you got Herta's whole thing. You still remember that you came here to pursue the distant voice. Young man, do you desire wisdom? That's it, this voice, a ghost. I desire money. Alas, there's no wealth to be here, though there is something much more precious. Knowledge. I am a strand of consciousness left behind by the great sage Kalidorthos to manage this grand library known as the Index. Isn't that just a ghost? Got? Period? A digital life form then? Got anything in here that's adult only? Okay. Isn't that just a ghost? I shall graciously overlook your foolishness, considering there is yet room for your education. It is well known that the Library of Philia holds a vast collection of scrolls, and the research of scholars across generations is as numerous as Aquila's eyelashes. A massive mess of disorganized papers. Please, sir, don't make me already fail at reading at the beginning of my stream. My colleagues and I poured our lives into weaving all that research into the sacred tree's memories. Though Circe's roots and Nestia's golden threads, the wisdom has been able to extend outward, enveloping every corner of the grove, interwoven into a network that bears knowledge. So long as one holds reverence for the Titans, any may touch it. Peruse its scrolls. Peruse. Peruse is the... Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Its scrolls engage in discourse and resonate with the knowledge left behind by sages of old or even those left by Circe. You folks surf the net too. Whoa, the interweb. Big data is truly everywhere. Corrupted by the black tide, the underground network is slowly decaying. What remains is nothing more than scattered remnants of certain scrolls. But perseverance rewards the steadfast. In the end, I have found a successor to whom I can entrust this place on. You've got a keen eye. Who are you talking about? I'm not it. Stop spouting nonsense. Before you can refuse, a blinding radiance soaks into your thoughts, encompassing your soul essence into the labyrinth root system. Dude, there's hardly enough in there to remember, like, what I ate the other day. Don't do this to me. Yeah, please don't do this to me. I think it's still being done to me whether I like it or not. You open your eyes, barely able to believe the sight before you. Isn't this the Trailblazer's stern? I wanted to test the Divergent Universe so much that I've started to hallucinate. I'm back? Indeed, I was not mistaken in my judgment. It is but a mere shard drawn from the memory's depths, yet it bears the majesty of an astral vessel, akin to the usurper's fabled skyship. As the saying goes, virtue is knowledge. Virtue is wisdom's origin and finale. Gathered here are Amphorius' collective myths and histories throughout its entire existence. We learn what virtue is from gods to heroes. At the same time, it draws from the past of scholars, allowing people to understand themselves, forging trials and tribulations unique only to them. Your heart has chosen the skyship, shaping this very scene as the gate to embark on a voyage of discovery. This is all too real. Titan miracle, Titan technology. So this is the Grove Art Online. You even find yourself doubting whether a simulated Skrulum or Herta might appear in the next moment. In any case, your soul essence will walk alongside legends here, shaping your virtue and forging you into a true sage and eventually a true hero. Excessive words are not necessary here, young one. Prepare to tread forth into the river of knowledge. Ah. Please finish the tutorial stage first. I guess I will. Never mind, there might be more to this Divergent Universe thing than I thought there was. And it might not be tying in with the thing. Simulated Herta. Let me try. You see those enemies? Try fighting them. Thanks.
Storm's on the horizon.
I'll try it normal. Here's something new for you, the day-night cycling mechanic? In battle, it will alternate between day and night. Look here, it's currently day. When the action reaches here, then we will enter the night. Okay. That means they're gone, though. During the night, both allies and enemies will greatly increase damage dealt. Oh.
Didn't hurt.
Alright, you're also dealing more damage. Go defeat those enemies. Alright, so never mind. It's not exactly like I thought it was gonna be. Stop.
Memories are beneath the water.
It's not exactly like I thought it was gonna be, but...
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
I think I get what the game's trying to get at.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
This is the Golden Blood's boon that can enhance the day and night effects. Try one on the house. Can provide certain buffs during day and night. Increase final damage dealt during the day. When entering the day, all allies' ultimates are activated. This takes effect during the day. Let's choose it for now. Sure. Okay. Okay.
Incense ascends, entwined with...
Stream forth. Gleam of old blaze.
Oh, thanks. It will also increase the damage you deal during day. Now go. Okay. Day and night. Selecting Golden Blood boons will grant you additional buffs. You can change the ratio of the day and night and may even be able to make one stay permanent. Okay.
Get it together.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Memories beneath the waters lies an endless abyss. Good times, never time to say bye. Boom.
Okay. It is a very,
Another blood debt
very
repaid.
simple way to change it up in the universe. Progress I've made. I can gain 1 point of progress every time I enter a domain. I can receive 1 golden blood's boons when I reach 4 points. Only 1 point away. Amazing. Amazing. I can select 1 enhancement effect. Okay. Makes the day last longer. That's your choice? Are you sure about that? During the day, ally targets regenerate energy when they defeat enemy targets. This boon and its enhancements also take effect at night and will not be reset. Every night, and when night descends, activates all allies' ultimates. Yeah, no, I guess I do like that one. They were all good. The kind Madam Herta will now grant you another boon. Feel free to thank me now. The highest boons can be enhanced to 3. Okay. Allows the divine blessing to shine eternally radiant, bringing everlasting day. Now pick it! I love that it's like, pick it! During the day, every enemy target hit by a target restores the attacker's HP at the start of the next turn. The more times ultimates are used, the higher the final damage dealt. Resets when the day-night changes. Extends the day. During the day, additionally increases final damage dealt. Does it show, like... increases day ratio by 25%. Okay. Is there a way to see, like, where my day and night cycle is currently at? There we go. Okay. Figuring it out slowly, guys. Look here, the duration of the day has been extended. I can enhance my combat effectiveness, and I can every 4 domains are separated into basic buffs and enhancement buffs. That makes sense, you know.
Incense ascends.
Make a wish.
It really
Scream
do.
forth. Gleam of old place. Just in time. I weep for the departed.
I guess I'll just beat him up.
It too shall fall.
Jesus.
Another
At least I
blood
made
debt
sure to make
repaid.
Acheron strong before I started getting way too many other characters. Okay. Like I said, very simple way to add in an extra effect into the Divergent universe. It is much more rapid than I anticipated, but paths, blessing, equations, how you interpret the Titans are indeed unconventional. Feels like you're trying to force a formula onto something that doesn't actually fit. It fits just fine. As long as the program works, it doesn't matter whether these 3 old variables can be formulically used to unlock the Titan secrets. We shouldn't get caught up in the details. Even the Titans cannot understand things they have never seen. The original purpose of enlightenment can only be reached through interpreting the unknown, using the known, forging ahead steadfastly, and tailoring education according to an individual's nature. Since the Grove elects to impart knowledge to you through such a method, it must have its reasons. Moreover, these are myths after all. They are bound to be subject to mortal ignorance, giving rise to embellishments and fabrications. At the end of the day, we're still doing tests at this very place. Can Titan Miracles explain everything? Sorry, Skrullum, I'm playing a pirated version here. It's fine. He'll be overjoyed when you bring the memories you made here to him. I see many traits similar to those heroes in you. I've never put much faith in the unruly Zagreus, but I have to praise the opportunity bequeathed by that thief star for me to discover an heir such as you for the library's collection. Are you trying to say I'm supposed to be, for me to discover an heir that Zagreus is what helped you get to me? Remember, never forget the heroes and their virtues. Heroes aren't extraordinary existences. Virtues that everyone can possess forge the flames of a hero. Never forget timely self-reflections. The trials of the self are not accomplished in a day. Pride and negligence can even corrupt titans. I will also return to searching within the root system. Perhaps I will uncover some remnant pages unsullied by the black tide. Heir of knowledge, may Circe shield your ignorance. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Basically all new ways to just gain buffs. Have you ever seen a butterfly perched on a branch, pouring out a love song of beauty and affection? Only in... What the hell is the name of that park? Oh god, it's like the song at the end of season 1 of Good Omens. Yes, animals grow in the footsteps of Kafali, and plants sprout from the hanging branches of Circes, yet upon sudden reflection none could comprehend their wisdom. The heart of the reason Titan cracks with sorrow. They wander amphibious, collecting the most beautiful scales and feathers from many creatures, creating golden butterflies. Thus began the world's poems of romance, beauty, and love. Their wisdom could rival Circe's in debate, their sculpting shamed Aquila, and their singing silenced Fagosa. Nestia, what could be more moving than you? But the butterfly loved in vain. Long companionship stirs the butterfly's heart, so it confesses its love to its creator, but the flustered Circe pleads within the sacred tree. Even when the butterfly weeps blood and dies, Circe never returns. Even Thanatos, long accustomed to death, sheds tears for the butterfly. Gathering its fragmented soul, death cast it into a cocoon. Golden butterflies emerge to pursue romance in the mortal world, while a fragile humanoid form is born from the remains of the cocoon. Go seek love upon the earth. When the time comes, even the silent tree will bloom for you. Janos guides their path forward. Go weave romance on the earth. When the time comes, even the tearless god will compose your poetry. Onyx hands them a golden spindle. The one in the cocoon departs. They see sheep with offspring wandering the plains and clusters of humanity singing around the campfire, just as they once did with their creator. They see children running hand in hand and young men vowing to sail far across the seas, just as they once did with their mentor. They see birds carrying fruits to decorate their nests, generals offering flowers to young maidens, their love burning hotter than any core flame. From one end of the world to the other, they gather all the love of the earth, and their long, arduous journey finally brings them back to their origin. They connect the broken chrysalis with familial love. The sacred tree opens their path to kin, their branches intertwining with family and friends. Nestia gives all of themselves to Circe, and finally, within the chrysalis of gold, receives the whispers of love. Thus, the butterfly is reborn from the cocoon. The sacred tree blooms for their lover, and from that moment, they remain inseparable. You know, I never know if you can actually pick wrong. No, I don't want to, but thanks. I don't want to, but thanks. Okay, here I can back out. Thanks! I'm good. Oh. Did I finally get new shit? Grace's crit damage. Well, what does this do? After displaying this, the amount of cosmic fragments needed to overwrite. I don't care about overwriting shit. Oh, God. I guess it's an easier way to do this, maybe? I don't even know how to change. Okay. Bro, I actually don't really care what goes here. I don't know if there's, like, a specific thing that should be going, but, okay, go. I don't have enough. There you go. Yeah, enjoy. Okay, this is how I can change this. Well, I mean, I don't have anything else, so just go, I guess. Okay. I love the fact that they do make it a lot easier to help set up all that stuff. Because I remember doing it before, and I think it was just running around outside here and going up to each of these things. So I'm glad that they made that. They put it in a spot that was easier to handle. That's nice. I love that completing the tutorial claimed me to have completed it. Okay. We tried out the other stuff that I forgot about. So that means we can go back to Tribby. We got the story to do.
This haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
I did pull Welt out, didn't I? Alright, whatever works. Hopefully it works.
Here's really hot and heavy. Has it always been like this?
Oh.
Is someone injured over there? What happened here?
Watch out!
I think she just sat in the bath for too long.
Kremnoan? This is their doing?
Highly doubt it.
Aggie, now's not the time to dwell on that. Let's help the injured people first. Excuse me, coming through.
Oh, is it the lady again?
Oh, you two are here as well.
The lady that has no reason to leave now that
Even
the
Twilight
grove's been
Courtyard is
upturned.
involved? What in the world happened here? I actually just came to relax. But as soon as I got here, I saw all these people lying on the ground. I've examined them, and they don't seem to be seriously ill. It feels like they've just
You
spent too
don't
much time
say!
in the hot water.
Multiple individuals fainting simultaneously from the hot pool steam? Where is the manager of the Bobs?
Oh, maybe
He
that is a little
disappeared,
different.
and no one knows where he's gone to. Some people have been saying that the Kremnoans are behind this.
Okay, again, how would they be
Aglaya,
behind it?
What do you think about this?
Let these people rest. The two of you, please come with me.
We ain't got time to rest
Have you
now.
thought of something, Aggie?
Yes. While their intentions elude me, it's time to bring this farce to a close.
This is really bad.
What?
This many people? Who in...
Oh.
This is all you can do, huh?
Oh.
Pitiable deliverer.
What did they do? What is happening? Why are you on the ground?
Snowy! Even Snowy!
The culprit. The culprit is Mightimos.
I wasn't sure by the pointing. Please.
What did you do to everybody?
Man, pointing sure helped, huh?
It's just another duel where I claimed victory.
Fuck me.
Duel?
As I expected. On the surface, these two are the mightiest warriors in the Holy City, but they're still impulsive youths at heart.
Oh, okay, so then maybe Finon attacking him in the other realm
Speak
wasn't
up,
anything
Mighty.
bad?
Tell us exactly what kind of foolishness you and Finan indulged in this time.
You know, a little bit of fun. Some time ago, before Finon's on the ground, just... How's your recovery coming along, my friend? Winning and losing are all part of a warrior's life. Don't let it get to you. Why don't you take a bath to recharge, buddy? How's your recovery coming along, my friend?
No, none of those sound right.
Lies. Okay, keep your chin up. You have greater things to achieve. Want to grab a drink with me, pal? If you're up for it, let's have a talk. Yeah.
Forget it.
Mighty, you're killing me. You could turn a new leaf. I see you still alive and kicking, deliverer. You know, I'm starting to see why people ship the fuck out of you two.
Am I seeing things? Is the magnificent
He's still-
deliverer
he's-
finally
he's
deigning to
embellishing
step
it.
outside?
Bro.
What kind of response is that?
Nothing. I was just imitating your usual response.
Okay.
I don't feel anything special from you. Have you passed the demigod trial?
The ritual hasn't reopened yet. In case you forgot, it hasn't been that long since I pulled you out of the trial.
And who says he's gonna do it anyway?
I didn't forget.
Then, you're welcome.
In twilight's last gleam, Makima stands bold. Her walls sturdy, tales untold.
I love the random filter we
Dreaming
get.
of her fruitful gardens,
Of
pilgrims
this.
arrive from distant lands. Figs and olives, so grand.
Why are you citing this?
Yet little do they know.
Who asked for the
that they will
poetry?
step into flames, fuel to the fire, a burning brand.
Okay.
What are you playing at this time?
I don't know.
I just felt like reciting a few lines of poetry. Surely the Crown Prince of Kremnos knows how to appreciate poetry, right?
Not in this moment. Not the time.
Kremnoans steer clear of such weak literature. But my library doesn't lack collections of this kind.
These lines express the poet's yearning for their home, just as Akama is distant from many people's homes.
I know how to interpret poetry, Haikis.
There's no point in pretending to be profound, my friend. Thank you for helping me out when I was in a tight spot, but it seems to me that you aren't prepared for the trial either.
Okay, who cares?
Don't compare your situation with mine. My people are still relying on me. I can't ascend to godhood on my own without first resolving their issues.
So, are you suggesting that you, the mighty Mightimos, and the heir to the throne of Kremnos, wish to defy tradition that has endured among your people for millennia?
Yeah, that seems to be part of it. Seems to be the majority of it.
I'm still thinking about what I should do.
Never mind. It's probably not my place to offer you counsel. An idea does strike me, though.
A duel?
Go ahead. Let's see what terrible ideas you've come up with this time.
Maybe we both need to relieve some stress. Come, Mightimos, let's recommence our previous competition. This
Okay.
time, we'll see who can stay in the super hot bath for longer.
Why a trial like this?
What? Are you chickening out?
Oh my god.
The phrase chickening out does not exist in the Kremnoan language. I just find this situation absurd. That's all.
Do you, though? Because it
All-knowing
seems like
historian,
you both
are you
did
not
it.
aware that we Kremnoans use boiling water from sword forging for our baths?
Or the
Looks
fact
like
that
I'll have
he
to teach you some royal etiquette
has
today.
fire powers, maybe? Fire powers.
Thus,
That's not the right thing.
An unprecedented sauna battle commences!
Thanks, Bat Sprite.
With unparalleled resolve, the two warriors' determination even alters the very hue of the steam. Flames intertwine with scalding vapor, reaching toward the heavens, shrouding the sky and the sun. The spectacle is so magnificent that none dare gaze upon it directly.
Yeah, but they all seem to stay close enough in the baths.
Since we can't see what's happening in the competition, why don't I regale you with a tale of kings to pass the time?
No. We could just skip to the end.
Do you recall the legend of the Gorgo lion?
Never mind.
Mentioned by a certain veteran? The central figure, the main character, was not the sole sovereign of that land. An Oryx stood as its formidable rival. Long before the dawn of Era Chrysia, the two beasts started their timeless battle on the plains of Tritos.
I really didn't need
The
this.
lion regarded
And what
the
was so
oryx
bad
as its
about just
foe,
watching them in
while
the bath?
oryx perceived the
I'm
lion
pretty
as
sure
a
they'd be covered,
scornful, oppressive,
and all they're doing is sitting there
challenging
probably,
barrier that it swore
um,
to topple with its antlers.
poking fun at each other.
For tens
about
of
how their
thousands
faces
of
look when
years,
they turn red.
Without respite, the two creatures thus continued their relentless pursuit and rivalry.
Okay, thank God we're done. Okay, we don't need all the sounds, though.
Fixated on its rival's fleeing form in the chase.
You know what?
Fitted sights on the
Interest.
other's neck, nearly within reach.
Interesting choice here, Hawkeye Star. Hoyoverse. Good job.
It was stuck in a corner.
Okay.
It had nowhere to escape. On the land of Amphorius, some lives meet their end at dusk, some at dawn, and yet others are fated to perish under the blistering sun.
We're
at
in a
noon.
hot bath. Move along, Sprite.
At last, the most scorching moment of the day descended upon them. The formidable hand of fate heeded their call and arrived.
Yeah.
My lords, would you like me to reduce the temperature a little?
Oh. They're not even, like, in clothes that they should be.
You're chickening out already?
They could have at least got down to at least a towel, like
Are
most
you
people
asking me
would.
to get lost, or
Oh god.
Do whatever you want.
oh, please forgive my presumptuousness, my lords.
Don't worry, this is weird. This is awkward for everybody. Yep, this is awkward for everybody.
What a spectacle of folly.
This is what you get for daring to challenge.
Hey, at
a
least
criminal
Mighty's standing in front of the
understanding
finger
your own
now.
place.
God, why is he still like that?
What I'm saying is, your little game dragged down quite a few innocent souls alongside you.
You will personally escort back home the customers left awestruck by our formidable presence.
Awestruck, they're passed out.
This isn't fair. You
Why?
are wearing way less than I am.
You could have taken off the
Is
clothes.
this the latest trend now? Getting into the baths while
That's what
dusting
I've been
floors?
saying.
Don't look at me like that. It was he who challenged me. There is no word for flee in the Kremnoan language.
Okay, I'm feeling
Very well.
a lot less
Let us
suspicious
bring
about
this
Finon
farce
now.
to a
He
close,
seems to be
shall we?
normal.
Warriors, it's time to get moving.
After recovery, Finon and Mighty escorted the fainted bathers away from the scene. Couldn't you just say patrons? The fainted patrons away from the scene? And I don't think it's escorting, I think it's carrying. This time, Finon narrowly triumphed with a stunning 27-25 victory in terms of the number of trips safely escorted.
Alas, the flame chase journey is destined to be a lengthy
This is
one.
The two of
replete
those
with
guys are
obstacles.
Legolas and Gimli. That is what they are.
To those two, all the gloom has vanished into thin air.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, we just had quite the commotion. It's not every day we find the Marmoreal Palace this serene. Shall we continue with our previous plans? Hyacinth, would you care to join us?
Yeah, see, I was about to say, we just got some really
such
cute
an
bath
empty
scenes
bath
in
is indeed
Genshin
a rare
Impact.
sight.
Why can't we get them
I
here?
was
Just a
looking
cute little
forward to
picture.
unwinding after work. I'd be delighted to accept your invitation, Lady Treeby.
Are the baths back to a normal temperature, though?
How about we go to the biggest bath?
Are the baths temperature back to normal, though?
Let me check. The
All right,
water
good. She
temperature
checked.
feels just perfect.
So,
Imagine if they didn't check.
how is the feeling of having the entire bath to yourselves?
Oh, there it is!
Good.
The cute little
Lady
picture!
Treeby, aren't you
We
going
deserve
to
this.
soak in the bath with us?
We will have to pass. After all, we've become children.
How does
Please
that...
understand
what?
that she can no longer endure the heat of this pool due
Oh.
to the blessings of Yanis.
Why? What did Yanis do to make her not be able to
Oh.
take heat?
Are you curious about us, Hyacinth?
I am, but something tells me that it might be better to change the topic.
don't get all nervous. It's not something we can't discuss. The truth is, a long, long time ago, we were a mature adult just like Aggie.
And then trauma.
And because of reasons,
Drama.
we inherited Yanis's divinity and gained the power of passage.
Okay, but
And in return, the price we had to pay was the splitting of our soul.
okay.
Each opening of the Century Gate intensifies the strain on Treeby and the others. They are gradually regressing towards infancy, both
Oh.
in body and mind.
Oh.
We don't know what awaits us at the end either. But anyway, that's why we've
A
turned
womb.
into children.
A womb.
In that case, when you opened that giant sentry gate above Akama during the battle against Nikador,
We lost like a couple. We
Well, there's
regressed
no
like a
way
couple
around
years.
it. We all know that the flame chase journey won't be a smooth ride.
maybe we can find a way to fix it. The primary research focus of Noosporists is the soul. We explore its depletion and methods to restore dispersed souls. As long as research continues, there might be a breakthrough that can help. We will do everything we can.
So your first reaction is in fact denial. You're indeed an Access student. I look forward to your good news, Hyacinth.
That is quite a way to talk to somebody,
now there's
Aglaya.
another reason to look forward to tomorrow.
Okay.
Lady Treeby, what's wrong?
Just getting a little younger.
Something's off. It's that strong feeling again.
Oh, was this when Trianne had to use the game
Trianne?
to save us? To help us?
Wait, no. It's not Trianne this
Not
time.
Trianne. The one that was with us, right?
It's Trinan. Trinan is in danger.
In the meantime, was it? No. Yes.
I win this round of escorting the bathers home.
Yes.
How does one contender alone
Guys,
make
stop
a
acting like
valid
Legolas and
competition?
Gimli.
Offering a compliment or two wouldn't be the end of you, you know.
Haikas.
I said that just doesn't look like
What
a real
is that
like
word?
a word.
Is that your native tongue?
It means hyena. I'm likening you to a weak hyena. By the way, you emphasized the completely wrong syllable.
Well, it doesn't even look like a full word. It looks
Though
like it's
we've been acquainted
abbreviated.
for some time, I have rarely heard you talk in the ancient tongue of Kremnos.
Yeah, get buddy buddy.
It's because I'm not exactly a master at it either. I can listen and read just fine, but when it comes to writing...
Writing's always the hard part.
You can write?
Is this really the time?
You speak as if you don't have a brain.
God damn it. Y'all,
That was in jest.
stuff is
I
happening.
understand. After all, you spent all your childhood wandering far from home.
Yeah,
Worry about
childhood.
yourself first, deliverer.
Oh, cool, I got some
You
credits.
also never mention your hometown, apart from when you need to introduce yourself.
That's the only part that matters. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, it's because there isn't much to say. Ides Elysiae is simply a tiny village that disappeared many years ago in the flames of war. The only times I get to see it are in my dreams and in
The trial.
the trial from the Lance of Fury.
Where else would he be seeing it?
I
dipshit?
knew it.
Yes, I saw it all. Ides Elysiae ablaze with everyone. My family, friends, and my kin, lying in a sea of flames. A blood-red half-sun hung in the sky, just like on that day. And before my eyes, that murderer
Who?
killed Cyrene.
Okay, was Cyrene your...
But I saw its form this time.
Oh,
A
would you look
black
that?
cloak, an eerie
Hey.
mask, and a broken giant sword that carried an ominous aura. I fought it in the trial. But even though I've been fighting, improving, and resolutely getting stronger all this time, I still couldn't defeat it.
Neither could we.
You were blinded by hatred and almost lost yourself in that trial.
True.
That's right. And that's why I am truly thankful to you, Mighty Mouse.
I'm gonna assume that's why he probably attacked Mighty
You
too,
finally
because he
picked up
was still
some
angry.
manners. Better late than never.
You could
Then
pick
what
up some
about
too.
you, Mighty? What did you see in that trial? What do you fear?
It kind of looked like Akamen's
There is no word
hating
for
on
fear in the Kremnoan language.
Kremnos people?
I'm getting the feeling that your language has no words at all.
Absolutely none, besides hyena.
But to answer your question, I saw Akuma in the trial. As well as
A fight.
my old comrades.
Oh, the ones who probably don't.
Hephaestion, Perdiccas,
Ptolemy.
Ionius, Ptolemy, and Possesta. Ever since I returned from the Sea of Souls, these 5 have been by my side.
Oh.
We faced life and death together during our days in exile. Those 10 years were arduous, yet filled with moments worth treasuring. Each night, we would gather by the campfire, savoring honey brews and singing our hearts out.
Then why were they in the trial?
The wind in the wilds of Amphorius smelled like rust. Hephaestion would always tease me about adding goat milk.
All right, I'm not gonna lie.
claiming
Mighty
I
looks a
ruined the
lot
blood-red
like
color of the drink. He had a scrawny figure. It was a relentless force on the battlefield.
What the fuck is his
Dispatching
name?
foes without
The
so
villain.
much as a blink.
In Legend of Zelda.
Perdiccas was an expert in concocting medicines.
He looks a lot like him in this
delving
photo.
into all those strange
Or
folk
mural.
remedies.
What is his
Ionius was a
name?
swift runner and our most reliable messenger. Ptolemy was a real bookworm, always spouting off
It
in
starts with a
chapters
G.
and verses. When we left
And it ain't
Kremnos, we
fucking
made off with a
Gaston
stack
that's
of
hanging on
ancient
my
tomes
tongue.
from the Grand Library. Not like it mattered, as my family owns the library. And then there was Possesta. He was the silent type, but a truly masterful musician.
This is the first time I've heard you mention these 5. And their names.
Where?
They died on the battlefield before the Kremnoan detachment managed to join Akuma. Perdiccas was the first to go.
Ganondorf. Ganondorf. He looks a
He
lot
was
like
shot in the
Ganondorf.
stomach by a poisonous arrow from the people of Ladon in the 2nd month of cultivation. In the end, his remedies mended all but himself.
Mighty Mouse, do not mourn. I have achieved honor by bestowing a noble death upon the enemy.
Leonius died in the 5th winter. Idonia's snowstorm lasted 3 full months. On the night of the fiercest storm, our foes launched their assault.
Idonia. Is that the city Castorus used to live in?
Yes. Those zealots were as fearless as Kremnoans in the face of death, but they lacked respect for honor. They cornered us in a bottomless swamp. Leonius covered for our retreat. They cut his legs off.
Festive.
He vanished into the mire of a foreign land, his body never to be recovered.
This is perfect.
Vanish.
Mighty Mouse, I can finally deliver the news of you ascending the throne to the Nether Realm.
Oh, okay.
20 dusks later, we finally breached the walls of Idonia and entertained the usurper's plea for peace. However, the rebels refused to surrender and set up an ambush within the city. Ptolemy and his cavalry met their end before they could even relish our triumph. Those obelisks that collapsed after being set on fire became their final resting place.
My Deimos, please tell my family. It was not cunning schemes that vanquished Ptolemy, but the immense weight of Amphorius' entire history.
I don't see how that's it,
Then,
but sure.
It was Pacesta. You lured the enemies into the city of Aenionis with his melodies, buying us invaluable time. Our enemies, consumed by indignation when they discovered the trick, set the entire city and my soldiers on fire. His final words were recorded on a small clay tablet, fractured by the flames.
My Deimos, don the crown.
So that's
At
why he's
last,
kind of stuck on it,
my
because
most
they're
trusted
wanting him
friend.
to have the crown.
Hephaestion. He was supposed to stand by my side through it all. But a sudden relapse of his illness hit him on the eve of my duel against my father. He hid his condition from me. By the time I returned victorious, he had but a breath left in him.
A Kremnoan dying on a sickbed. I would be a laughingstock to everyone.
Not everybody's body's built for it, my guy.
My dear friend, spare your strength. I'll go get a physician.
No need. Even if Perdiccas were here, he couldn't stop destiny from taking me away.
No! None can take you away.
My Deimos, our king, do not shed tears for me. It's not befitting of your status.
Or we could not say that. That'd be great too, buddy. Or not.
Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna assume, is that he has the fear of not living up to his men's
What a grave trial indeed. Now I understand
wants
why you
and
see
desires
immortality as a
of him,
defect, or even a curse.
My father
since they
threw me into
died
the sea
for
of souls
his
to break
quest.
the wheel of karma. But little did he realize it would grant me an immortal body and summon a fated revenge on his head. Following his demise, I considered leading my people back to our homeland. Kremnos had already turned it into a wasteland. Only darkness and insanity thrived there. Against the dissent of many, Krateros included, I made the Kremnoan detachment stay in Akama. But I know that their glory will never be doused out. The instant of strife shall inevitably arrive.
If you take over Nikador, then you must begin the journey back to your homeland. So, you hesitate because you think leaving your people in the Holy City is a better choice?
Probably.
I don't know. But I have never been crowned. Those 5 were never endowed with any titles. None is aware of their glory.
Your predicament is truly complicated. I don't know how I can give you any useful advice. Maybe you could seek counsel from more people, such as the Grand Craftsman. Cartonis' people seem to have been through comparable dilemmas. And that teacher of yours, Krateros?
I already tried getting advice from him.
We've got a big problem! Big problem!
Lady Triby, what's making you so flustered?
Hurry up and go save Trina! She
Use the gate.
got abducted by Krateros!
Okay, yeah, it is after, because, yeah, we did come back.
Kratos, what's going on?
He wanted to do the trial?
Mighty-Mos.
I think that's probably what it was.
It seems I was the one who exposed my vulnerabilities first.
Aglaya, I demand an explanation.
This man abducted Trinan by force, and forced her to bring him to the Vortex of Genesis. He then brazenly stepped into the trial of the Lance of Fury, and naturally failed.
Is she telling the truth?
Because he's an idiot! That's why!
Because I don't want to wait anymore.
Oh my god.
Your hesitation made me desperate.
Bro, just die then. You're old enough,
If
just
you
go.
want to run away from your destiny to become king, then keep running. Someone will eventually stand up and fill in the gap left by strife. Then they will lead our people home.
Age has blinded you, teacher. Can't you see that I'm hesitating because of this very recklessness seared into your blood?
Kratos, do you truly believe you're worthy of entering the
He
trial
already
to
did!
blaspheme against the prophecy? Does the mission we Chrysos heirs bear seem like child's play to you?
Make him go in it again. Make Nikador do a little stabby stab.
You know how the Kremnoans see you, Aglaya? You're a hypocrite and a megalomaniac. The prophecy of Genesis and the flame chase journey are just excuses for you to seize
Dude,
power.
at this rate, we're gonna be lucky enough if they even survive after they complete it, because of the old people in Akama. They hate them.
Saying? Are you defending this woman, Mighty-Mos? How many wars did people start because of her and her so-called prophecy? How many cities fell in the past millennium? Their people massacring each other. Even if this so-called Genesis really exists, will there be a place for the Kremnoans in that new world?
Don't act like you can answer that.
By agreement between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, those who trespass upon the Vortex of Genesis need not be tried by the Council. I am allowed to pass judgment
Ooh,
alone.
we gotta see what happens when you actually piss her
Kratos,
off.
your actions are unforgivable. I hereby sentence you.
Aggie, wait! We have a proposal. Someone has to resolve this conflict between the cities.
Lord Kratos did not use violence to harm us. We can sense that his anxiety stems from his concern for his people's future.
Please, Aglaya, hear us out first.
I mean, he's still an idiot.
I'm listening.
I'm sorry, Lord Kratos. We were so preoccupied with deciphering the fragments of prophecy that we neglected those of you not favored by its message. Your accusations were harsh, but justified.
That's a good way to start it.
We wish to earn your trust and those of the Kremnoans. I think the best way to do that is to take you to witness the source of the prophecy for yourself.
How are you going to show me something that has no form?
You've heard about that Outlander, right? He has somehow made a connection with Orin.
How am I still getting dragged into this shit?
Replicate scenes from the past.
Bro, let me be free.
Tomorrow, at the Abyss of Fate in the Temple of Yanisopolis, we will show you everything from that distant memory, Kratos.
A fair proposal. I accept.
Until then, you will be
Yeah,
stripped
yeah,
of your freedom. That is my one condition, and I will brook no argument.
I don't blame her.
It is not the first time I've been made someone else's prisoner. Do as you please, demigod.
Teacher.
Why did you
Because I'm stupid!
Forgive me, young master. But I just cannot wait any longer.
Dude, I don't understand.
Ever since your father died, our people and I have been waiting for a day to revive Kremnos. We placed all of our hopes in you.
Did you ever think waiting
Never
is
received
like
an
better
answer.
than rushing into it?
This obsession for returning home has become a sickness for our people. Wise as you are, I refuse to believe that you can't see the truth.
You have a clear head, which is why you're also incomparably alone. A smart person can only choose to tangle himself with the mundane of this world.
I
If
don't
you're
super
truly
get that.
capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mighty Mos. Just as you did back then.
By fighting his father?
A fierce fighter. I did not expect such heroism from a feeble Acheman. Fulfill your duty as the victor, warrior, and tell me your name. I seek an honorable death from you.
As if you have any honor! Listen closely. I am the leader of the Kremnoan detachment, Midimos. I'm here to finish you, father.
Yeah, he didn't die.
It is you, the beast spurned by all. So you did defy death. The
To
prophecy
your-
was true. You will bring an end to my Kremnoan
To
dynasty.
your Kremnoan dynasty. Yeah, that sounds great.
Defy? You're wrong. Death fears me. It's the reason I have this body of steel. As for you, you already stand at death's door, father. You were the one who threw me into the Sea of Souls. The one who tried in vain to enslave a Titan. And the one who desecrated the body of a god.
Yeah,
I
you're a little
guess
crazy.
You're a weak king.
I love how much he's
So
just
weak
held on to
even
that
the
one
lowliest
word he
hyena
knows.
Is a more noble existence than you. And now, fate's reckoning is upon you.
Then swing your blade. Take my crown. Coronate yourself with an old king's blood and inherit it all. Become the new rightful king of Kremnos.
No. I don't want the crown. Listen. There's only one end for the kings of Kremnos. Then the crown means nothing to me.
Well,
All
death is
I
technically
want
the end to everybody.
Your life. To avenge Mother and my comrades.
But the walls of Kremnos will not fall with me. Do you truly think you can escape fate's grasp, my son? You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife and fear. Now, kill me! The son of Gorgo is destined to be crowned in blood!
Oh, we're back?
Krataros. He said the Grand Craftsman Cartonus might have some suggestions. Might as well go see him. Grand Craftsman.
Radaros? I thought it was
How have you
Spynon
been?
that did.
King of Kremnos it is. That you would come, I knew.
You knew I was coming?
Your matters, I've heard. The path forward you seek. Many questions you have.
Yeah.
But before that, take this.
Ah, the ring again. Yes, thank you very much.
This?
A signet ring. For the King of Kremnos. Belonged to your mother. Recast and restore it. I did.
Thanks. Problem deal.
Mother threw it into the Sea of Souls.
A long time to fish out it took. Very fortunate we were.
Ooh, this man's done everything in his long
Hardly
life.
Imagine how much patience and courage it must have taken to find such a small signet ring in the Sea of Souls. I owe you one.
Thanks, Cartoonist.
Gratitude there is no need for. Repayment for saving me, this is. Questions you bring with you? Ask, now.
I'm having trouble
Fate
about
I've
my people
always
going
denied.
home.
It's finally caught up to me. By all rights, I should accept Strife's authority. It would make everyone happy. The Chrysos heirs, the Council of Elders,
Screw them.
Kremnoans, even the bards who will write it all into song.
Yet hesitate still you do. Hesitate, why do you, young king?
Tonight, please go away.
Because of my people.
2 in 1 stream is too much.
Be they men, women, the elderly, or children. The hearts of all Kremnoans yearn for home. They've all been waiting for this day, for the day their king returns. Children of Strife would then be able to go home and embrace the old traditions. Never mind that most of them have only ever been heard in these so-called traditions and song. They would then gather around their king and throw themselves into battle.
Okay, but with you also being the king, you could tell them
This
not to do that.
is not a good thing, you believe.
The Kremnoans have been trapped in a cycle of bloodshed for the past 1,000 years. They seek vengeance, start wars, become prosperous, and decline. How much innocent blood flowed into the River of Souls in all those years? How many needless sacrifices could we have avoided? If I accept that fate and become the totem of strife, and lead my people into repeating the same mistakes, then of course I would be terrified. I'd be terrified.
Okay, but again, being the king, you could choose different things, different ways.
A
New
different
traditions.
kind of Kremnoan you truly are.
It's from all that time in the Sea of Souls as a baby.
Mama, I had a dream last night.
Oh. Now what did you dream about, my darling Trebios?
I had a dream that I turned into many me's. Then we made the moon into a ship and made the stars into our sails. Then we floated on the ocean and let the wind blow us in any direction it wanted.
Well, that sounds like a lovely dream.
I like how she just has the name Gentle
The ocean
Mother.
and the sky were really, really dark. But there were so many of me that I wasn't scared at all because we'd all sing together. The ocean wind blew us onto an island where the wind tasted like flowers. There were bleating sheep and chirping birds inviting us to be their guests. There were so many animals on the island, but none of them ever fought.
Giannis's holy maidens can receive guidance from the god of passages. Perhaps what you saw in your dream is a divine land somewhere in Amphorius.
You think so?
What's wrong, Trebios? You look unhappy.
Because on that same island, I saw a dark mountain on the other side of the ocean. And it was very, very tall. The mountain looked alive, and it kept getting closer to the island. Then I realized it wasn't a mountain, but a very, very tall wave made of water. When the wave smashed against the island, it looked like it was going to eat the island up. The small animals tried to chase it away, but they couldn't stop it. Then there was a bang and I woke up.
A dark wave.
Mama, does something that scary exist in real life?
Yes. Unfortunately, it does exist in Amphorius.
Kudos to her for not hiding
away
it.
from our temple.
Especially
They call
since
it the Black
she knows that
Tide,
her
though it has nothing to do
kid
with water. It has no shape or form.
is going to be
But it
Yanis's
can swallow up animals,
disciple, whatever.
humans, and even titans, turning them all into monsters.
Oh, the Black Tide is a baddie. I don't want everyone to turn into its food. Can't we chase it away?
Of course, my dear. You only need to behave well and listen to what the adults tell you. Study all the knowledge and etiquette you need, then grow up and become a proper
holy maiden. Yanis.
The divine Yanis will then give you guidance and help you light the way for the people.
I don't know about that.
Wow, I'm gonna eat a lot and study a lot and become a holy maiden. But Mama, you said the Black Tide can swallow up titans too. What do we do if even Yanis is eaten?
If that happens, then the Holy Maiden will have to be the one to guide people on the right path. After all, we are the human avatars of the God of Passages, yeah?
Sure thing. Whatever you say,
But
gentle
one
mother.
person alone is not enough. Once you're older, you'll make a lot of friends. You must do your best to unite them, because that's also our duty as priests.
Friends? Are they also like me and Mama with pretty red hair?
They might not, but they'll certainly be just as smart and kind as you.
Mama? Am I dreaming?
Okay, yeah, Tribby was the one that helped us, not Shrian. My bad.
Don't be silly, dear. Of course you're not dreaming. I've always been by your side.
Well, why the fuck don't you talk to the other two of me's?
What?
Now be a good girl and call your friends over too. Let's play hide and seek, just like we used to, okay? My Trebios is the smartest girl. I'm sure you remember where everyone is hiding.
The voice sounds so far away.
Sounds a lot closer for me than, I guess, sounds to you.
Remember. Who am I looking for?
Your friends, who will chase the Black Tide away alongside you, of course.
Is this from my childhood? Use the spindle to connect everyone.
There will be an amazing captain on that big ship. She's cheerful, optimistic, bold, and cautious. She'll be able to get everyone together.
Wow, that's amazing! Can I be the captain?
Of course you can. But you'll find someone else who's better for the job, my dear. I think that person lives in a beautiful temple that sits atop a hillside, covered in golden fig trees. There's a noble girl there who's very smart, but also very delicate.
Okay, so she also guided her to the other Chrysos heirs. Or at least
Perhaps.
Aglaya.
But before we find the captain, the ship also needs someone who can navigate it. Who could that be?
Let me think. I know! She's Trivy! I named this doll after myself? I don't remember it all. Is this a dream or something that happened in the past?
I don't know at this point. You've had a very long life, it feels like, and you're basically reliving your childhood slowly backwards.
That chest! Huh? Why is this doll inside a chest? It's holding a sword. Why?
Many years later, many brave warriors will board this ship. They're skilled combatants who fear no danger.
Ooh, I can learn how to fight too and protect everybody!
Silly girl. You're Yanisopoulos' holy maiden. It's not your duty to fight. There will be many others to protect you.
Alright. Then where will they come from?
I believe one warrior hails from a lovely village where bulrushes flourish, while another comes from a magnificent royal city. Though each has their own troubles, both are ready to lend their strength for the ship's long voyage.
Finon and Mighty.
In that case, let Trianne fight by their side. This way, they'll always stay on course. How could I have known the name Trianne back then? Was it just a coincidence, or...
I feel like Tribby's going through the whole process of actually relearning about themselves.
Learning can change your...
When navigating at sea, you need to know both astronomy and geography.
Isn't Yanis's knowledge enough?
Oh, sweetie. The ocean isn't like the land. It's easy to get lost. That's why it's important to learn to recognize the miracle of Aquila.
Alright. Even though my brain is already super duper smart, I'll still try my very best.
I know you will.
Circes also favors children who try their best. They will send a wise scholar as everyone's teacher to help you reach your dreams.
Oh god.
I want to be a teacher too.
Anaxa. Oh. I can't remember his full name now.
I'm super duper smart. So I want to be the teacher's teacher.
Why not? But if you're going to be a teacher, you might need to tone down that hyper energy of yours.
Then Trinan can do it. She's well behaved and would make a great teacher. Mama and the others always said that I had a great memory. But now, I can't even tell if this is a memory or a dream.
Come, let's line them up.
Yeah, who knows what's going on in your brain right now?
Now, Trebios, set them on this music box and let them compose a melody for our song.
Music box? What's that?
Sweetheart, are you still groggy from your nap? You invented it.
I invented it? What does it do?
Oh, my lovely Treeby. You're usually so bright. What's gotten into you today?
Maybe don't push that button. Maybe don't do that.
You might as well see for yourself. Put your good friends on it and see the wonders it can do.
Put the dolls on. It's rotating. And I can hear something.
That's right. It's a music box. If you place the dolls in the right spots, it will start rotating and play beautiful music. Out of all your inventions, this one is my favorite.
Inventions?
I don't remember.
It's all right, my child. I'll sing along to the tune, and it will help jog your memories. Happiness abounded in this lush land by God's chosen. Giants raised their glasses in a toast, beheld by the 12 constellations. 3 carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads of fate. 3 molded life with their hands, and 3 guided calamity's gate. They declared the world too unstirring, hence wished endless laughter upon the living.
Okay.
Thus you and I were created, with words and song to weave, and love and intimacy to give. Thus creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls, to lighten the steps of the living as a whole? O great Kephale, all-knowing Father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze willingly fall. With light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden blood spills unto the land, converging into a boiling river that flows to the heroic heirs of this world.
That's not part of the song.
Oh, Yanis, please lend me your ears. In the black mist, as death and fate draw close. On the bloodied earth, the living dead, but ghosts.
Okay.
What is this world? It mirrors your maze-like fate. What is this world? A silent lament without a trace. What is the past? Wandering ghosts that linger. What is the future? Souls scattered by fate's finger.
Yeah, this is a
What
great
the
song.
start? A voyage
I think you put the
born
dolls
of
on wrong.
solitude. What is the end? A spirit, lonely and subdued. Lonely and subdued. And subdued. And subdued. 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 Subdued.
Mama, what's going on?
Nothing good.
Hurry. Run. Trivios, run.
With some redacted in the middle.
Arrived.
Where can I go?
I still feel like they split because of trauma, not just because they accepted Yanis's power. Run, run, run!
What's this? Why? Why are there dolls everywhere?
This is the sacrifice of a holy maiden. You won't make it to the end.
That's nice to
Only
hear.
one person can.
I know.
Oh.
It's fine if we can't reach the end. Our minds are made up.
Go. Bid your farewells, Trivians. Time is running out.
Mama, are you going to leave me?
My sweet girl. I will
Are we
never
sure this isn't part of the Black
leave
Tide?
you. But remember this, Trevios.
Remember what?
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle.
Okay.
Since your mind is made up, then traverse the black tide and dispel the fog for Amphorius.
Oh.
I shall see you tomorrow, my dearest Trevios.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like this isn't something good. Because doesn't she technically have Yanos's core flame?
Still in a dream?
Did you have a nightmare?
Maybe. But it's been a long time since we had any dreams.
It's not yet the entry hour. You still have plenty of time to rest.
No. Our heart is still racing.
It must be that reckless Kremnoan soldier who startled Trinan. And you as well. If you want, I can pierce through his chest with the golden thread right now.
Aggie, cut it out with the scary talk.
I'm just kidding. If I were serious, I wouldn't have waited until now.
Very true.
Do you want to talk about the dream? Keeping it bottled up is not good for your health.
Yeah, what about all the shit you keep bottled up?
We had a dream about Mama.
I don't think it's Mama. I think it's freaking Black
The dream
Tide.
itself was nothing. It's just the timing that feels a bit unsettling.
You mean...
It's Trian. Even if we refrain from ever using the power of the Century Gate again, her soul continues to slowly drift away from her body.
Oh.
There isn't much time left.
Perhaps it wouldn't be such a bad idea to let her relinquish her role as the gatekeeper and live out her days as a carefree child.
You have a point, Aggie, but our decision has already been made on that matter.
I believe there's still another way.
How?
Souls will be spent until they dissolve into dust. Such is our fate.
That's a great fate.
Once we had a whole and connected body. If that body were a tree, then its trunk and branches would share the same fate, decaying at the same pace. Now, we are fragmented into numerous selves. Despite the absence of a
Don't pretend to
trunk,
look so happy
we are
about that.
offered another possibility.
Sure. What a
We
great
can choose
possibility.
how our branches will perish in a way that is most beneficial to the flame chase journey.
Compared with saying farewell to one person, watching
Okay.
many fade away before me is even more sorrowful.
Great time.
But advancing is the destined end of Yanis's trial. There's no retreat in our path. Don't feel sad about saying goodbye to us. We've already agreed on this, right?
It won't be long before I forget what sorrow tastes like.
So, what would you like for breakfast, Aggie?
Oh.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, that's weird.
After all this
Hi Lily, welcome to the stream. Hopefully your day's going well.
a bit hungry. Plus, it's nearly the entry hour now.
Lots of dialogue is what's happening right
Do you
now.
remember when we first met, Aggie?
Not bad, but
you
lots
were
of dialogue.
still a little one, and we caught you secretly eating oatmeal late at night.
Why I thought I needed to mute my controller beyond me. It does nothing.
While my emotions might be fading, those memories are still as vivid as ever, teacher. Please, let me do it. What would you like to eat?
It's fine. Leave it to us. You should rest for now. It won't take long, and we'll call you when it's done.
In that case, thank you.
Then, see you tomorrow, Aggie.
Oh, okay, so she was just wanting to plan breakfast ahead of time.
Nevertheless, that nightmare is ominous. Memories are slipping away, even the image of Mama. Just as expected, another trip must be made into the abyss of fate. Hopefully Oryx will be willing to help us.
I don't know, it sounds like you guys would be using my power with Oryx in order to do it anyway, no matter what.
Long time no see, Professor Anaxa.
Who are you?
It's been a while. I'm the one who once overthrew the entire classroom in that spiritual physics lecture.
Why?
Oh, it's you.
No
Love how
way.
quickly he reminded
Do you
himself.
really still remember
Remembered
that,
it.
Professor?
I remember that glib tongue of yours. What brings you here? Surely you're not here to reminisce.
You could tell.
Maybe.
Of course. You only beat around the bush when you have a hidden agenda.
That's not true. I'm here to seek enlightenment, as always. Could you please
That's still a
teach
hidden
me
agenda.
everything you know about the black-robed swordmaster?
Yeah, since we did just fight him recently.
Rumors sure travel fast. Unfortunately, I too know nothing about it. I can only tell you that it is clad in a black robe and wields a greatsword. At least, it looks like a greatsword. It's shaped like a twisted half-sun.
Okay.
And a peculiar dagger resembling a crescent moon. By the way, take this with you. I got it from the sneak attack. It's yours now.
Because that piece of cloth will be worth something.
I was right. It is this thing. The one who torched Aedes Elysiae to the ground. And killed everyone.
Don't try to be a hero.
Yeah, it's definitely somebody.
No one in Akuma stands a
definitely
chance against
black-eyed.
that thing right now.
Is that what the Titan said as well?
Not at first. But the god relented after having had a taste of its power. Even with the god possessing me, I couldn't fight against that blade. That incredible power doesn't seem to be granted by any Titan.
Are you suggesting that it originates from beyond Emphorius?
It's possible. Much like the Black Tide, no?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Nonetheless, it's an enemy we must overcome.
We? Drop the pipe dream, Phynon. No one wants to see you fall by their blade.
His mere presence will endanger the Holy City and the Flame Chase.
And where are you gonna find him?
You know that I don't believe.
You don't believe in the so-called prophecy, I know. However, I'm here to seek your assistance, not at the request of Aglaya or Treeby. I just want to eliminate a threat to the city I pledged to
Yeah, you want to go
protect.
make a mistake.
That's all. The tragedy at the Grove must never happen again.
Take a seat. Since you are sincerely seeking enlightenment, I suppose I can tell you one more thing.
There is so much lore being dropped in this part of it. And more to come.
What's wrong, Trian? Nothing. Just remembering what happened at the Grove.
Oh, it was fun. What do you mean?
Monster in the black cloak. So scary. Everyone in danger. Nightmare. I can't forget. Don't be scared. There are no bad guys here. Didn't you save everyone with the Century Gate, Trian? Trian threw it away. Far, far away. It's never
I
coming
highly
back.
doubt you did well
We
enough
got
with
back
that.
safe from the Grove because of you, Trian. You're the reason the Flame Chase journey can continue. Sorry. Trian feels a bit dizzy. Why are we here again?
Making a
For
stupid
the same
Kremnoian
thing, of
happy.
course. Remember? Tomorrow we will reveal the prophecies passed to everyone. But first, we need to restore the memories that have been blurred by the fragmentation. We hope to present the full truth to everyone without hiding anything. Since Yanis caused the fragmentation, we can only turn to another Titan, Orynyx, for help. Also, remember to get breakfast ready for Aggie before the lucid hour tomorrow. Oh, yes! Trian remembers now. Oh, on that note, we had better prepare some saffron before we meet with the Titan. Saffron? Huh, it's an essential offering for rituals in the Temple of the Three Fates. You think we shouldn't go to Orynyx empty-handed?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Yes, it's also a symbol of Yanisopolis. If we are to replicate memories, we need to use something that has experienced those days. And when we first met Aggie, we added that to the porridge we made for her, and she really loved it. I see! It's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone! But it all depends on whether Orynyx is willing to help us. This could be a problem.
I thought we were gonna use...
After all,
yeah.
it was us who took the core flame from Yanis, from Orynyx's kin. We will have to give it a try. If there's truly no other way... In our current state, we probably can't do anything to them.
I thought
We'll
we were
cross
gonna
that bridge when we get there.
have the Traveler,
Leave
us.
it to Trian.
I thought they were gonna
Trian
have
knows how to
us
play
help.
cute. In any case, let's look for saffron first. I hope there's still some left in the temple, untouched by Nikador's soldiers.
I don't know about that.
I remember that aged saffron is preserved in sealed jars. Let's be on the lookout as we go.
Oh, and now my lineup's changed. Really? Why did it go back? Well, I hate that. No, 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 no. And, like, knowing my luck, it's probably gonna change. It's probably gonna mess up my entire thing that I have as well, which is just great. Exactly what I need. Whatever. I'll fix it later. Not that super big of a problem.
It's a dead end.
Okay.
Turn back, teacher.
Why is Aglaya's voice?
Aggie? No, it's an illusion.
Are we sure?
Wow, this room is huge. Trinan, did you? Yeah, I saw it. Was that a warning from Orynyx? What are you two whispering about? Treeby? Trinan? Trian can't even hear our own telecommunication. Well, never mind. Trian suddenly feels like this place is quite familiar.
Yeah, I think we might be losing Trian here.
Oh, there's a whiff of safari in this room. It's right over there. Over here. Follow Trian.
Great things.
Trian, slow down.
Great things ahead of us. I think I still need to switch. Yes.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a fun time, though.
Even if separation is our fate,
Futile death is not the solution.
Fun times.
It appeared again. Right here. I summon thee, Orynyx. Stir up ripples of past reverie. Something's appeared. Wait, we should read it first.
Okay, Saffron Secret Recipes to Mr. Wincombe. Who's that? For many years, Yanis, I cannot remember how to say that word, has relied on the rose myrtle to obtain the boon of the gods. We have spent 5 or 6 years now digging out its roots and cutting back its branches. Now this red tree is on the verge of collapse and has long since ceased to serve its purpose, yet it still seeks to spread out its canopy, and eclipse Yanisopal. Fucking Christ, I don't know why I can't say that word now. From the glorious rays. We have a secret plan to fell this tree. We just need to wait for the ceremony to make a small move, and the rose myrtle will slip and fall into the abyss. Yanis is built on mountainside. There are more than a few cases of people who have lost their footing in its history. As for the next sacred tree, we were planning on selecting another puppet. As for the rose myrtle's daughter, Tribios, we'll call her Saffron for now. And my ass, I think it would be fine just to find an excuse to off-sap. Okay. However, Codex, the Acolyte, is extremely insistent on raising her to become the next sacred tree. She has undergone related education since she was a young girl, which would save a lot of work on our part. As for her identity as the daughter of Rose Myrtle, she is still young and has not yet grown wings. If we can just keep her grounded, the power of the Divine Oracle will remain tightly in our grasp. We both know that the saffron's most outstanding property is that it can be cooked in so many ways. Put in porridge, stewed, or fried, no matter how you cook it, this plant will always be a delicacy. Denalio. I don't like it. Have to say, don't like it.
Wait, this is a letter? It mentions something about saffron and...
Yeah, you guys were cultivated. Your mother's not your real mother. She was somebody that just wanted to...
Name?
Yeah.
Never mind that for now. Why is this letter here? And how did Trian sense it? Could it be our lost memories?
I think the farther she gets...
Is it possible that we were already
closer
noticed
she gets...
by Orynyx and entered their trial?
Probably, but I think...
Why haven't they said a word? Orynyx has the whims of a child. Perhaps they're toying with us on purpose. Come on, this isn't the right time to be playing games.
I think Trian, with her getting far, closer from her soul being separated from her body and closer to being dead, is what's helping her be able to find this stuff and figure out how they have always been cultivated, taught to make sure, taught by probably the Council of Elders or some kind of form of it, because it seems like there's always some form of people in every city or every place that has a Titan close to them to make sure that they keep their power in their own hands, and they were tricked into it because they were children.
Separation and death are two. Reconciliation doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Are these visions also from... Trinan! Look what I found! Is this the safari? Coming! We'll take a look. But Trian, there's nothing in here. What? It was right in this dolium. Huh? There's really nothing here. That can't be! I swear I saw it! I swear! Trian is telling the truth. It was right there. Where did it go? Trinan, Triby, why aren't you saying anything? Trian can't seem to hear you at all.
Well, she seems to be catching on.
We were just lost in our thoughts. Don't worry, Trian. What you saw was likely, Yana's hair. We must have startled it away. Okay. Could
Yeah,
Oryx
sure.
be trying to make us falter? But why would they do that? Something feels off. Treeby, don't you think this temple is a little too quiet? What do you mean? It might just be an illusion, but Trinan wonders, is Ornyx really putting us through a trial?
Probably not. Don't think so. Switch points. Down here. Okay.
Still no luck finding any safari. I suppose we can do without it. Let's try to convince Ornyx. At least whoa! Treeby, Trinan, look at this! So cool!
Are you talking about the dolls? Yep, she was talking about the dolls. God.
Trian, it's really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark places like this?
Kind of.
What's going on? Ornyx disappeared?
Not long ago in Akama.
Are you saying that the black-robed swordmaster is not just tied to the Black Tide, but is also hunting for core flames everywhere?
This is the most plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold core flames. Second, I'm one of its targets.
Then maybe Ornyx is dead.
Let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade can interact with a core flame, as evidenced by the pull I felt when it stabbed into my chest. I hypothesize that the blade can sense, absorb, or even retain core flames. The second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted, it remained consistently focused on me. Or rather, on the Titan Circes inside me.
So it's plundering the flames. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't he be headed to Akama soon? The vortex of Genesis is full of the Titan's core flames.
Only like a couple.
Not necessarily. Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now.
What a name.
If my presumption holds, that person has 3 targets.
Aglaya,
The first target
Trebios,
is me.
and
The
an
second
exile.
target is Ornyx, who hasn't yet fallen.
I don't know about that.
And the
I think they
third
did.
is Akama and the Vortex of Genesis, where the core flames are housed. But I suspect Akama won't be their first target. Kefali's core flame is guarded by the Council of Elders' arcane power. And Fagusa's water curtain should be able to block out any external perception.
Should.
What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their core flames are yet to be restored.
The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. As for Aquila, can you fly?
No,
He's
I
got
can't.
a good point. How are you
Why
gonna
are
get
you
it if you
asking
can't fly?
Can that Swordmaster fly?
Good point. But what if he does grow wings?
Man, that'd be a sight to
If they
see.
had wings, I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive.
That's a relief. Anyway, since the Flame Reaver has 2 targets, we need to move fast.
With the distances between Akama, the grove, and these potential targets, I
It's too
believe we
late.
should bolster our defenses and...
It's too late. He's gonna get Ornyx's and oh god. And hold on, Don Hung's talking. And Yanis's all in one go. Tribby is missing. The last time the three of them were seen was in the Abyss of Fate. Yep, great times.
Are you in here? No response at all. Did they foresee that we were coming and hide in the fog? Or... Treeby, we should leave. This temple has other people in it. What? Oh. Listen, footsteps. Fast ones. 3 or 4 people coming this way. Come on, we need to hide. Whoever they are, we can't let them see us. Treeby, Trainan, come check this out.
Yeah, shocker, he's here.
What's this? Trian feels like it's so familiar.
Yep. That's not gonna work every time. Oh, is she gonna send them away? Yep.
See you tomorrow.
Bye! Maybe he can't get the core flame unless he gets them all. Sometime later in Abyss of Fate. Oh, we're here.
Where am I? Little Gray? Snowy? And... Wait... Where's Trian? Is she back?
We were slow to realize on what was happening.
We only saw the two of you collapsed on the side of the road when we arrived.
Danny and I looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trian.
What about the black-robed swordmaster?
Blast it! Of course it's him. We were still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Orynyx's core flame.
Oh, you don't say.
Lady Trian...
She doesn't have much divine power left. We can barely sense anything.
We need to go after that black-robed swordmaster. Trian, I have a bad feeling about this.
That you're both safe is already a blessing. Everyone, we must take action now. We should split into 2 groups. One group will stay in the Abyss and meet up with Aglaya's reinforcements, then search for Trian's whereabouts. The other group will come with me to pursue the black-robed swordmaster and recover the core flame.
Do you know where it's headed?
I didn't get to tell you this before, but Anaxa and I already have our misgivings about the Black Tide, so we've made preparations. I'll tell you the details as we move. Opportunities are fleeting on the battlefield. We should hurry.
Sure thing. This won't lead to anything bad.
Ah, Lady Treeby and Lady Trainan. I'm glad you're all right.
Did Aglaya's people get here?
Yes. Lady Aglaya already knows about the situation and sent along a message.
Glad you got here now. We were about to leave.
I understand that swordmaster is of great importance to you. But if you charge in without a plan, I fear that you won't be the only one who dies in vain.
I understand. Hatred is a hero's deadliest poison.
It is.
I have no intention of fighting alone. If that swordmaster really is related to the Black Tide, the Chrysos heirs must not take them lightly. I have indeed planned to return to the Holy City and discuss the strategy with Aglaya. We'll need all the help we can get for this encirclement.
Oh, why don't we split up as previously discussed? Hyacinth and I will stay to regroup with the reinforcements. You go back to the Holy City with everyone else and tell Aglaya about your plan.
Trainan will stay in the Abyss too. That way, both sides can communicate with each other if anything happens.
Thank you, everyone. Partner, Treeby, let's go.
Okay. Just so you know, the last time I fought him, I didn't do much. Not a lot was really done.
We're back, Aglaya.
You should have come to me first, Finan.
Aggie, there's no need to scold Snowy. Akuma is currently in grave danger.
I know. It's beyond my imagination that the only two titans humankind can still rely on fell in such quick succession. I've never seen the golden thread pulled this taut, as if it could snap at any moment. Finan, tell us your plan. Time is of the essence.
Time is pressed. Finan recounts Anaxa's discovery.
This being is not just hunting titans, but taking the core flames too?
Yes, just like the Flame Chase journey is doing. Professor Anaxa thinks the Flame Reaver's arrival is likely a sign the Black Tide has spread further.
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected.
Well, yeah, it also came back from wherever Trian sent him before.
But its madness is
Pretty
also
quick.
an opportunity for us. If its goal is the core flame, then that means us humans can lure it into a trap. Anaxa had already left the Holy City with Cersei's core flame while we were on our way to the Abyss, so he can make preparations for the battlefield.
Tell me, what makes you think this won't end with us losing another core flame?
Because
I'm
this
curious
time, the power
as to
from
why
beyond
the
the sky is
Flame
also
Reaver.
at our side. He is the key.
Hi. I knew it, of course it's gotta be me. Really? Are you sure I can do it? I have a Stellaron. Can we pass it off as a core flame? I knew it.
We need your other companion, too.
But why?
Ma'am.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
You
men.
mean me?
I see. Finan, that battlefield you mentioned, is it Castrum Kremnos?
Why there?
Yes. I'm sure everyone remembers the astonishing miracle our partner here performed with his companion during the battle with Nikedor, and how they awakened Castrum Kremnos' past. That will be the key to our victory. We will use Orynyx's power to once again
I love
open
the
a
stare-off
passage to
I'm
the
having with
past
Mem right now.
and lure our enemy inside. Then, we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the maze of time.
Impressive. Orynyx has fallen, and Yanis's divine power already belongs to Akuma. Once we take back the core flame, the Swordmaster will have no means of escape. It's very clever, using the element of surprise instead of brute strength.
Well, you know.
Can you do it, little one?
Yeah, little one. I just have to throw that black cloak guy into the past and lock them there, right? With the memory fragments, I can open a door no problem. As for the rest... Well, let's just say that Toji and I can do anything as long as we're together. That's right, we can do anything. Really, I'm not so sure about this. Really? Then I'm gonna make a wish. God, sure. Can you feel their fervent gazes? This is a big deal. We can't let everyone down.
Such enthusiasm. I'm glad to see you're confident. By the way, the Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Treeby went missing. Kynus and her following have heard tell of the incident at the Grove, and are galvanizing support in secret. I fear she'll make her move before the next assembly of the citizens.
What are they plotting?
You know,
That
just to control
short-sighted
people.
politician likely believes the Chrysos heirs have outlived their usefulness and is making preparations for her next step. That ugly side of humanity is something we'll have to deal with eventually.
It sounds like you'll have to deal with it pretty soon.
But that's a problem for another day. I've sent Castorus ahead to the council with a message. She should be able to keep the situation under control for the time being. Finan, it is my hope that we can come to an understanding on this. We must take down the Flame Reaver in one go and retrieve the core flame. And in doing so, grant ourselves an advantage against the Council of Elders.
How'd that be considered an advantage? Why did we need a black screen cut?
Charge.
I apologize for tasking you to spearhead the plan once again, but
I'm used to it
is
at this
currently
point.
beset by enemies from within and without.
Are you sure about that? I think it's enemies within
and we have
from
precious
you guys.
little time to confer and discuss the plan with you. That being said, you are the key to our success, and I shall respect any decision you make.
Okay. Oh, I wanted to not that. Oh, I did hit the right one. Good, good, good. How do we make sure that the plan will work?
I may not be as masterful as Trian when it comes to the Century Gate, but even I can open a nice big gate if I have enough time.
Okay.
As for whether we can take back the core flame, that will be up to Anaxa's capabilities.
Based on what I know of him, he can do it.
How do we guarantee my safety?
I'll be honest, we can't.
That's normal at this point,
But
honestly.
the Flame Reaver will have to step over my dead body if they wish to do you harm.
You mean your dead body that does... Anyway, whatever Mem's plan is, I'll follow. We reserve the right to withdraw at any time. Yeah, whatever. Hooray! I was so worried that you'd be mad at me.
We are grateful to you for your aid, and to the rest of you as well. Now, let us be off to begin the hunt. May carefully sharpen our gaze and grant us victory over the enemy.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, feels like we're missing someone, Don Hung.
You mean Mighty? He's dealing with a different problem.
Oh, yeah, because
Don't
now
worry. That man would never miss out on this fight.
now he can't, now they can't hold on to their promise of letting the dude see the prophecy. Yep.
Farewell, my dear friend.
Oh.
You must lead us back home.
And you can change what home is to them and
You and
traditions.
We are both the same.
You can change that, my guy.
Feast on strife and fear.
If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mighty Mos.
Oh, is he actually going to do the trial?
I knew you'd be here.
He's thinking.
I heard you're about to set off on an expedition.
That's right. It's going to be a tough battle, and our destination is... turns out to be Castrum Kremnos.
Is that why you're here? To pray to the dead Nikador?
To
No,
why would
just
he
the
need
opposite.
to pray?
I'm here to tell you, you can entrust the front lines to us this time. You can't afford to lose your upcoming battle either.
Have you heard the story of Geocles the Mountain Breaker?
I haven't.
Sounds like you've spoken with Cartonus. That's the name of the legendary mountain dweller, right?
Let's have a chat before we go our separate ways.
Okay.
Cartonus told me that back in ancient times, the mountain dwellers lived in seclusion. They spent their days quarrying and gathering, living a simple and peaceful life away from strife.
But Strife still found them.
But Geocles was different. He resisted their traditional way of life, yearning for the world beyond the mountain. They're safe, but humdrum culture was like fetters around him.
He sounds a lot like you.
Yeah.
Yes. That is why he, too, faced the same dilemma as I do. One day, during one of Geocles' many ventures beyond the mountain, he spied a battalion of Ladonians stationed at the foot of the mountain. The Ladonians were at war with their arch-enemies, the Companions, and they used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations.
Always a fun time.
Geocles, who had taught himself the common tongue, approached a soldier. he learned a shocking piece of news. Ladonians were planning to plant mines and explosives all over the mountain, and then lure their enemies within. With danger lurking with every step, the mountain dwellers' homes were no longer safe. Geocles quickly returned to his village to bring the news to his people. But
they all wanted to stay?
Let me guess. They refused change and chose to put up with the situation instead.
That's right. The mountain dwellers were fearful of even the smallest change to their lifestyle, let alone leaving their home. Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather negotiate for peace instead of leaving the mountains. This made Geocles both angry and sad.
Pretty fair.
But he didn't give up. If you were in his shoes, what would you have done?
Lead my people on a resistance, perhaps. I'm not sure. I can't think of a solution that would make everyone happy.
And there never will be a solution that makes everyone happy.
A solution that would make everyone happy, huh? That's how naive we are. Well, let me tell you what Geocles did. He took the mountain dwellers' store of gemstones and traded them with the Ladonians for a massive amount of gunpowder. But he didn't do this to fight the Companions. Under the cover of night, he set ablaze the forest surrounding the settlement, forcing his people to flee the mountain.
Oh.
That great fire marked the beginning of mountain dweller history. Since then, their people became part of civilization, and giants became a common sight in the holy city. Meanwhile, that mountain they once lived in has turned into little more than foam inside the black tide.
Well, did it ever get blown up, or
but
just...
leaving their homeland also brought many mountain dwellers misfortune. They
were hunted by Kremnoans or enslaved. Indeed, that is undeniably also part of their history. But that is Geocles for you. The merits of his actions, or lack thereof, have been scrutinized by many, but historians nevertheless hail him as the Mountain Breaker. Why do you think that is?
'Cause he made change?
It's simply because he took action and enacted change with his own hands.
I'm good at
He didn't try
guessing.
to make everyone understand him, nor did he even waste time trying to make everyone happy. He started a great fire and burned the shackles of tradition to ashes. And then forced everyone to march toward the coming of a new era.
You've made up your mind, haven't you?
I'll be leaving Akama soon to fight the great darkness of this world, and to shoulder Nikador's destiny.
Well, fine on.
Listen well.
I don't know what core flame you get now,
There
but...
comes a day when we meet again on the battlefield, and I stand opposed to the flame chase. Remember to stab your sword into my back through my 10th thoracic vertebra.
Okay.
That's my weak spot, and the only way to kill me.
Well, thanks for the knowledge.
You have my word.
Okay.
Go now. The battlefield calls. Send that flame-thieving hyena to their death. But if you find yourselves with no other recourse, pray to that blade in the sky. And loudly call out the name of the new god.
Oh. I'm sure it'll go well.
That's the sound of an all-out war. Not the kind of ruckus Professor Anaxa can raise on his own. Let's hurry. The battlefield is just ahead.
Okay. No, I want to... Okay, fine. Again, it changed... Okay, so it does change my team. every time I back out, which is okay, I guess. I don't remember if it was a good idea to have Black Swan or not. I don't know, we'll see. I don't remember what the teams are here. Or what the weaknesses are that kind of help me with the fights.
No way. A Kremnoan? I didn't think she'd manage to send the Kremnoans to assist. Brave warrior, what's the situation on the front line?
Not good.
And Ackerman, why are you here?
What? Didn't Aglaya tell you? We have been instructed to assist you in trapping the Flame Reaver.
Aglaya, that vile usurper. I spit on her name.
Uh-oh.
Our king will be back soon. He'll be able to deal with you and that black robe.
A hoarse curse lodged in his throat, refusing to escape. Moments later, he convulsed, his head drooping as the spirit departed his body, drifting towards the abode of Thanatos.
The Kremnoans really are just like their king.
Sure.
Rest in peace. May your glory last forever.
I'm gonna
They come to fight on their own accord. Or...
Oh, I can just see it on the right side. Never mind. Hopefully not.
I can still. You must become king. Nicanor is with us.
Stream 4.
Oh, cool. The body was in the way.
We're almost there.
Can't see.
Hey, how's it going?
Once we take back the core flame, Yanis's passage will open. When that happens, you must evacuate immediately. Don't stay behind. The rest will be up to how well we work together.
But remember what Mighty said before? Cast aside all distractions once you're on the battlefield.
Focus up!
Let's go, partner. Today, destiny shall stand with us.
Okie dokie. I should have, like, paused it a while ago. I had a chance, and I forgot to pause.
Finally.
Yeah, finally there's help. Sorry about that.
Pent in the memories of the dead! Executioner!
Yeah, executioner.